Andy was telling the truth. Chucky is alive, and he killed Eddie Caputo. He's been moving and talking for days without any batteries in him. Telling you the truth. He killed Meg. He killed Eddie Caputo.
Lying is not gonna help your son.
Does this look like I'm lying?
Hello! If you're watching this video, then this is a re-upload of Child's Play Recapped. I'm just going to use this additional segment to ask for you to subscribe to the channel with notifications on. I am a horror themed channel, and if you want to see additional horror content recapped to you in the style of story format with the addition of true crime and narration, then stick around because your support makes this possible. Sadly, however, this video was made before these changes. So with that being said, I hope you enjoy the video. So yeah, Charles Lee Ray, who is known as the Lakeshore Strangler, is attempting to outrun one of our main protagonists, Detective Mike Norris. Charles's getaway driver, Eddie Caputo, in a state of panic leaves without him and zooms off into the dead of night.
Eddie, don't leave me, God no!
Charles gets shot and in a fit of rage and desperation stumbles into a nearby toy store to find a new body so he can continue to live by the power of voodoo. Dun dun dun. This is a crucial thing to keep in mind when watching the Child's Play movies. The Chucky doll acts as a conduit. If you are unfamiliar with that term, a conduit is a person or object that serves as a messenger or channel for something else beyond the physical realm. Concepts such as spirits and can sometimes be energy, like the pink slime in Ghostbusters 2.
Whatever this stuff is, it responds to human emotional states. Oh, baby.
The conduit acts as a gateway which allows that spirit to have a connection to the physical world while still maintaining some sort of connection to the spirit realm, giving the object, which in this instance would be the Chucky doll, some sort of supernatural power. This side of the conduit meaning is not looked upon in any of the Chucky movies because we do not see Chucky at any point flying around or using supernatural powers. Oh, that would be badass. The closest thing we have to that is voodoo, which is a ritual practice, which we will look upon later. You got that? Good. Right, back to the video. A few hours later, we meet our main protagonist, a young Alex Vincent playing Andy Barkley, who is 6 years old and knows how to make a full English. And all he wants for his birthday is one of those huge fuck off good guy dolls. I mean, I have one in real life. It's the size of your head and your body combined. It is comically large. But to his disappointment, he just gets clothes. That sucks, to be fair. We find out that Andy's mum has to work overtime and that she can't watch over Andy for his birthday later that evening. Her friend Maggie is introduced to us later at work and offers to look after Andy, and apparently she's seen a guy in the back alley outside their workplace who is selling a good guy doll for cheap.
I think that's a bit dodgy, mate.
They go into the back alley only to find the pigeon lady from Home Alone 2. Where was this guy when I was buying mine? They buy the doll and we find out that the street peddler is a really charming salesman.
How do we know the damn thing isn't stolen, huh?
Steal this!
I think I dated him.
What is this movie, man? Karen comes back for a short while to give Andy's gift in the most miserable looking wrapping paper I have ever seen. He opens it, loves it, hugs his mum, now off to work. I meant Karen's off to work, not Andy. Though Andy does work as a part-time builder and shows Chucky what he got out of his degree.
See? That's how you build things.
It's just not though, is it? He's had enough of that and would rather watch the telly instead, where he finds out the whereabouts of his getaway driver, Eddie Caputo. Aunt Maggie sends Chucky and Andy to bed, but in doing so, Chucky's arm gets turned into a fucking noodle. Why did he stretch like Stretch Armstrong? After they are tucked in, Chucky doesn't take the noodle thing too lightly and decides to mess up the kitchen by throwing loads of flour everywhere. Like a valid crash out, to be fair, Chuckster. The real question is, who's cleaning up this mess? Not Maggie, because she gets a toy hammer to the face. Well, it looks like a toy. You decide, I don't know. Andy and Karen reunite, and this is when we get a proper introduction to Detective Mike Norris, who we saw in the opening segment with the epic explosions. He informs Karen that Maggie is dead and discovers footprints on the countertop, which he thinks belongs to Andy? No flour on the kicks. The trail has gone cold. Andy takes Chucky back to his room and oh my god, it was Chucky? I did not see this coming. He runs back and informs them all who the true killer really is.
Mommy, I know who was on the kitchen counter.
Andy.
Who, Andy?
I thought I
Who?
Chucky.
Your doll?
Andy, that's enough story.
Okay. He is then sent back to his room. Karen then confronts Andy about what's going on, only to find out that Chucky has not been the best role model at all.
He said that Maggie was a real bitch and got what she deserved.
Oh, great heavens! Once again, Andy is sent to bed, and that's got to be the end of Chucky's bad role modelling, right? Oh wait, what's that? Oh, he abducts a child out of school, makes him get a train so he can blow up his getaway driver's house? What? That's one way to get rid of a rat problem.
I don't know what to say, man. I got a ratatouille, man.
Andy and Chucky are then found by Karen in a police station where Andy is being investigated. He is adamant that Chucky is behind it all, but we all know he ain't gonna say shit.
Hi, I'm Chucky, and I'm your friend to the end. Heidi ho, ha ha ha.
Andy is then kept behind with Dr. Ardmore, who is a children's psychiatrist and is assigned to assess Andy. Karen then returns home with the doll and is convinced that the doll is nothing more than a Cabbage Patch knockoff until we get this iconic reveal that Chucky has been running without batteries.
He wants you for a best friend. Yeah, sure.
What? He goes to check if there's any batteries inside of Chucky, and to her horror, there is not, and she is greeted with a cheeky jump scare. Karen is then ready to set the doll ablaze, but Chucky isn't having it, as you can tell. He starts cursing her out, you know, making her bump into shit, biting her, you know, the whole shebang, and then he just fucking dips. Nice. With this new knowledge, she goes off to find Mike, but he ain't having it. Karen then decides to take it upon herself to find the street peddler who sold it to her in the first place. But then Mike shows up and asks about where he found the doll. He informs Mike that he found it in the toy store that we saw get blown up in the opening segment. Mike is putting everything together, but is still in denial of the doll being possessed. Mike then gets in his car and drives off. He's having a smoke with not a care in the world, but somehow does not notice this huge ass doll in the backseat. Oh my fucking god. Chucky then attempts to strangle Mike to death, but Mike uses Chucky's face as an ashtray. Chucky clashes back by attempting to stab Mike in the butt.
Butler with 2 T's.
Once the car is left on its head, so are we as an audience as to where Chucky is, and there he is! Oh damn. Chucky notices that he has taken damage, which isn't supposed to happen due to his doll body. He then seeks his old voodoo teacher to get information as to what's going on. His old voodoo teacher, John Bishop, informs him that the longer he stays in the doll body, the more human he becomes. John refuses to help Chucky, which we all know is a bad idea. Chucky then proceeds to break John's legs with a voodoo doll of what? Where did he even get that? Did John make a voodoo doll of himself? Right, that's on him. He kinda deserved that. I'm sorry. If you're unfamiliar with what voodoo is a religion practiced in parts of the Caribbean and the southern US. A voodoo doll is a tool in the practice which makes up a specific person. It's typically made up of cloth or other materials, and it is believed to be magically connected to the individual it represents.
Ow! What the hell was that? Keep!
That was such a hassle to say, and I slipped up so many times. Anyway, after Chucky breaks John's leg, it is revealed that Chucky can transfer his soul out of the doll body to the person he revealed his true identity to.
The first person I let in on my little secret was a 6-year-old kid. I have a date with a 6-year-old boy.
Chucky then stabs the voodoo doll and leaves John bleeding out. He then skedaddles away like the little shit that he is. Mike and Karen shortly arrive, and John reveals how to kill Chucky.
Through the heart.
Through the heart? We then cut to Chucky, who has located Andy and is determined to transfer his soul into his body while climbing up the stairs with strength and determination. Andy spots Chucky climbing like a biatch and begs the doctor to let him out. Chucky makes it up to the room and Andy dukes him like he's a professional Dead by Daylight player. He makes his way to an operating room where Chucky attacks him from above, which makes Andy arm himself with a scalpel like he's Michael Myers in Halloween 2. He falls over for a bit and is then discovered by a psychiatrist who attempts to sedate him with drugs. You know what's more? Stab to the fucking leg! Oh shit! That's a lot of blood. It doesn't stop there because Chucky is an absolute menace. He grabs some sort of metal thing that's attached to like an electroshock therapy machine, turns it up all the way and lets it ride! Let it ride! Jigsaw's dead! And in the process, traumatizing Andy for life. Like, to be fair, there's not much more he can do at this point. Or can he? Andy then finds his way home, barricades the door like it's the Winchester, and hops into the closet and waits for all this to blow over. He sits and waits in the Laurie Strode style, and we all know how that worked out. Meanwhile, Chucky gets into an elevator and gets insulted by a pensioner along the way.
Ugly doll. Fuck you.
Oh, I love this movie. Chucky then jumps down the chimney ho-ho-ho style, and then jump scares Andy like he's an animatronic getting quirky at night. Chucky then hits a home run and is ready to say that Ade Dewey Dambala shit. Before he can do that, Karen and Mike burst through the front door like the fucking Kool-Aid man. And I tell you what, they are ready for a doll ass whooping. By ass whooping, I mean just plain past the parcel with him, to be fair. Mike then follows Chucky into a hideous looking bedroom, like what the f***? Chucky then hits another home run, which is the second time this season, but is interrupted by a gunshot to the leg, which is a foul from Karen, which deducts a point from the Barkley team. Boo! The gunshot turns Chucky into a spinjitzu master and then screams in her face. They run around for a bit, but Karen is able to get Chucky in the fireplace and keeping the cage on it like she's babysitting some sort of fucking demonic leprechaun. I don't know, man. Andy then lights a match and drops one of the best fucking one-liners before the kill.
We're friends to the end, remember?
This is the end, friend.
Chucky sets ablaze and his shoe falls off in the process. I shit you not, I've just now noticed this while writing the script. And then it cuts to this shot of him like rolling about on the couch, but his shoe is somehow magically back on. I don't know, dude. You do you, Dom. He tries the whole stop, drop and roll method, but to no avail. Or so we thought! He's now looking like that one zombie from Return of the Living Dead. With Chucky still being alive, you already know it's time for more chase scenes. They run for a bit and eventually lock themselves in a room to hide away. Chucky then takes this upon himself to do his best Jack Torrance impression, though we won't see him poke his face through the door until later in the franchise. After more running around, Karen takes out the gun and open fires on Chucky like she's some sort of Dr. Loomis on a budget, I don't know. With Chucky looking more dead than before, I would say it's because of the lack of head, they call it a day. Mike's partner eventually turns up. Where the fuck were you for the whole fucking film, dude? He doesn't believe all the Chucky bullshit that Mike's telling him.
Well, come on, look, it's as dead as they come, it's dead.
How is this motherfucker still alive? Karen throws Chucky's body across the room while the severed head does the best James Brown impression. I feel good. Mike, not being a big fan of that specific song, opened fires on the body and shooting him through the heart. If it couldn't get any worse, Chucky then uses his fucking haunted doll voice, and this line, I'll let this clip play for itself, this line is bound to keep us up at night, I swear.
I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
So yeah, that's about it. Child's Play was released in 1988 and is a staple in the horror genre. This franchise spans over 7 movies and a TV series which has 3 seasons. With the 4th one not being in the works due to show's cancellation, a new Chucky movie is in the works and is expected to release between 2026 and 2027, and that I am just very excited for. Hey everyone, I just wanted to say thank you so much for getting to the end of this video. It means a lot to me and I'm so glad that you can take this new project on board. With that being said, I hope you all have a great evening or wherever you are, and yeah, keep it spooky. That's going to be my new thing now. Keep it spooky. You like it? I like it. I think it's pretty cool.